Well, would you look at that? It seems that the plot has simultaneously thickened and thinned. What's up, guys? Hello, Pencil here, and here we are to do a breakdown / live reaction and review to chapter 113 of Gachiakuta, which is known as A Vague Identity. And I'll admit, it's got me. It's got like gosh dark for a series that I slept on. So admittedly, I didn't hear about it when it first came out, but I kept seeing Gachakuta's underrated, Gachakuta's gas, Gachakuta's here, Gachakuta's out. I was like, it's whatever, dog. I don't even get it. I don't get the hype. But now that I finally read it, I get the hype. And I want more people to find it. Gosh darn it, I want to see growth, prosperity, evolution. It's a peak weekly manga with fire art. Come on now. But honestly, of course, let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into it. Editing me. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. Fun fact, I do mean to have it on me and keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact. I just love Curl, bro. Why is he so clean with it? Maybe because I'm built like Curl. Maybe that's why I like him so much. But still. And who is the manga artist for Gachiakuta? That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you in the slightest. Gachiakuta mangaka. Because I feel like they just don't, I don't see their names typically in the chapters. So I need to make sure. Gachiakuta artist. Please. No, I think they're just the mangaka. Kei Urana sensei. Just straight cooking with the artistic stylization, the work, everything. I can definitely see, like, now that I know, well, I've known for a while, but now that I fully know and, like, immensely acknowledging the fact that they used to work on Fire Force, I do believe, I can definitely see the influence from the Soul Eater mangaka, but still, it's like the slightest of influence. Overall, I say Kei Urana styles. And look at a guy who loves the Fire Force art style, but I don't know, Gachiakuta just built so different. But with it being the case, it was a cute little image. Kuro spinning on the wheel of the choker, which is now the motivation for the main arc. But still, like I said, we really did thicken and thin the plot. Because, of course, Tamsi knows that Ruto's lying to him. But he thinks he's lying to him about the wrong thing. And Ruto just has no idea about Tamsi. And I just don't, I'm so confused. But still, let's not waste any more time. And let's hop right into chapter 113, A Vague Identity. Good. The choker maker listens to our voices, so tell no one, not even your fellow cleaners. Engine is one thing, but will Ruto be able to keep his lips properly zipped? That's okay. He went back to wearing those gloves. That's one aspect I don't fully get. Like, it made me, I hate, I know it sounds weird, just like it's like that, but like, I hate when my hands are restricted, or like any of my body is restricted. Like, don't get me wrong, I wear jeans, and like typically they're more restricted than jogging pants and stuff like that. But like, typically that's fine, as long as I can move in them. And yes, technically you can move your hands in gloves. In fact, I actually don't have any gloves with me right now. But like, I can somewhat see a vision, but like, why would you do that? I guess maybe to confuse people on where your hands or fingers are going, and it probably looks off-putting. And once again, it probably just builds into the character of the info broker. And obviously just a neat design detail that'll also help you remember Kuro, along with his wide berth and also the pointed ears. But still, intriguing. I do want to see this man actually gather some information. I want to see who he talks to. I do want to see more of Kuro. In fact, I'm actually happy that we're getting him here, considering I felt like after the last chapter, we're kind of just going to cut away, considering we cut back to the present. Let's see. That actually is a good question. Is Ruto going to be able to do it? I mean, he's struggling with Tamsi, but then again, it's not like Tamsi knows. But let's see. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so he's still at Ryo's bedside. All right. Hey, it's dark out. You really stayed here to take care of me all day. What? Mr. Rare Character? Oh yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It is interesting that Kuro is spending so much time in one spot, but at the same time, I assume this also helps him gather information, right? Once again, we just don't know the full scale of his operation or how he operates, so it's very likely that he has contacts here. Maybe waiting to get a little bit more of that info flow. Because I was rereading a little bit, and specifically, he does work by listening to conversation. He actually likes to listen to people, because people give things away. Back when they were chasing him, he was talking to Zidol, and Zidol was like, he was sitting there, he was vibing, perfectly fine. And Kuro literally admits in his head, "Ah, shoot, he won't speak at all. He's not giving me any information." So, like, that is how he operates. But to lock himself to one room, interesting. Well, I guess it really is out of respect for Rudo now, I think about it. What? Do you have a problem with it? How many people have the chance to be nursed by me? That is actually very likely true, but at the same time, what kind of nursing are you doing, big dog? what you? That's the thing. I still want to know what you are, because you aren't human. You can't be human. That sounds so bad. That sounds horrible. Like, he can't be human, right? Right? Like, so, like, what species are you, bro? Huh? Drop the lore. Drop the lore. You drop the lore? Give us some more information. What's the price we gotta pay, Kuro? Because I swear you built like an elf, bro. You a wide-built body elf. You an elf with a Ford truck for a body. Let's see. Don't worry. I'll excuse myself when Aisha arrives and I've witnessed your full recovery. Then get ready to leave. Okay, but her full recovery. Interesting. So she heals relatively fast. Especially considering, like, the one person, or at least, unless, I forget if it's mentioned that Aisha or the other one we saw previously. I don't think they have any healers here. And specifically, the main healer from the main branch of the cleaners was already sent out somewhere else. So Leslie, she couldn't come and get healed. So I guess humans in this universe just heal relatively fast, because she did get... She took some hits. Let's see. Oh, that is... I'm so stupid. Aisha is the healer. Let's see. Aisha just got here. I'm so sorry I took so long, Riyo. First, let me examine you. I mean, actually, she heals, but I'm not actually sure how her ability works. I still love the character designs though. I'll make a separate video, so I don't go too deep into the glaze. But everything about the Gachiakuta art style, this one image, bro, it's art. A familiar face and an unfamiliar face. I feel better already. Alright, let's see. A fractured spine and rib. Whoa, golly. Fractured spine and ribs. Internal organ damage? It's just like they told me. You're lucky the South Branch got to you and took care of you so quickly. If you were in any worse condition, I would be holding your life in my hands. No, stop. You can't talk like that in front of the patient. What the? Okay, so she a little... So, okay. You know, I'll take that, though. She's a little bit like her brother. She got a little bit of that. I get it. Once again, that's one thing I never could do. In fact, I'm related to some doctors. A couple doctors. I'm related to a couple doctors, like, biologically. And, like, the one thing I give them, I don't like the idea of having anybody's life in my hands. Admittedly, I'll drive people places, though technically that is them putting their life in my hands. Who knows? I could just, whoa, and then, I mean, I guess they could try to stop me, but good luck with that. But in terms of, like, taking care of somebody and their well-being, in terms of, you know, heck, being a surgeon, especially, like, I couldn't do it. I really could not do it. I get in my own head so much about that. Like, admittedly, my hands are still shaking. That's the thing. I don't have omega stable hands, but I am an artist in heavy quotation marks. So let's see. My hands are used to being relatively steady for extended periods of time. It's just like, it's a practice and a habit thing. Like, before they would, like, show you like this, but once again, that was when I was younger. Now, it's mostly stable. Though, admittedly, I still don't think I had the hands to be a surgeon, because they need to hold, like, surgically still. But at the same time, just the idea of that, it never sat right with me. The idea that, oh yes, if I fumble, if I make one mistake, if I cut you in the slightly wrong area, you will bleed out on my hands. And I will still charge your family for the bill. I couldn't do it. So I give respect to every single doctor out there. Anyone if striving to become a doctor of any type. That's very hard work and very, very dangerous. And not even just doctors, nurses, anybody who takes care of people. Credit to all y'all. Let's see. There aren't a lot of people here this time. It's okay. Oh, man, she's doing it again. Don't you worry about me. Even if you can't heal me, I probably won't die. Don't stress about it. I can't think of an equal comparison, but that would actually make me stressful. Like, I think it's just like the idea of saying, oh, don't worry if you can't do your job properly. I'll be fine. I'll look at people, because it's something, not necessarily, I can't think of a time where that's actually happened. But, like, if someone were to tell me that, I think my anxiety would go through the roof. I'd be like, no, now I have to do it. Like, that would be some reverse psychology type beat. Where if you tell me, it'll be okay if you mess up, I will do 10 times as difficult or as hard to make sure I don't mess up. It would bother me that much mentally. Let's see. Okay. If you succeeded before, you can succeed again. Believe in yourself. Aww. Is Mildred really only 24 years old? Oh. Lore. She bad. Let me stop. Well, I mean, doors open. She bad. But let me see. Is Mildred really only 24 years old? Well, oh, I like that Kuro says like, it's like, that's awfully matronly or like motherly. But then again, like, you could be young and have paternal or maternal instincts. My best friend of many, many years now, we're getting old, he is very much simultaneously the mom and dad friend. And he's always been that way. And I've known him since we were actual literal children. I don't know. Something about him. I don't know what did it. And he's the youngest. I don't know what caused that in him. He just has like that kind of personality. So I'm not too surprised about it, but I can get why Kuro would be caught off guard. It's just considering, once again, he must just have such a different perspective. Like, I always wonder, from an immortal's perspective, even a person who just lives longer, like, say a person did just live 1,000 years, like, the value of life and how you see it has to be different. It just has to be, because of, like, how detached you would become from the regular human experience to maintain your own sanity. Because, like, 1,000 years isn't just, like, one lifespan per person. It can be upwards of, like, 2 to 3 generations in per 100-year, per century period. Heck, how many generations are there, like, with us, from, like, millennials to Gen Z to Gen X to Gen Alpha? That's all, like, over the, what, course of 20 years? 20 to 30 years? That's, like, 4 generations. 5. I forget what the actual list is. It's, like, 5 generations. And multiply that by 5, if you just say it's 20 years, and then multiply that by 10. So I can't imagine what, like, the perspective on humans and their ages would be. We know Kuro's very long-lived. Let's see. All right. I will now start the tree. What you better do with that? What you better do with that, Aisha? Are you really better plug up? Oh, actually, this is a really nice. I do like that Kuro's being used as essentially kind of this in-series narrator and also the person to explain all the power, because of course he would know, and him seeing it in action rather than just hearing about it probably would be intriguing to him. Aisha's vital instrument is that cord. It uses electricity to administer medical treatment, but that is no ordinary electrotherapy. That's what makes givers so interesting. Their experience throughout the process inform their instrument's abilities. Vital instrument type heal. Why is she posing up like that? I mean, obviously for the mom, but like, why is she in the? Is that vital to the instrument? You know what I'm talking? She hit that. Okay, let's see it. Pose, photo shoot, Roger. Ooh, that is so strange. I don't know. I'd be scared. How do you even figure out how to do that? What? So the vital instrument is the cord itself. Vital instrument type heal. Wait. It's that cord. Interesting. Specifically the cord. How do you cherish it? I mean, I guess you plug in a bunch of stuff, but like, I can see my vital instrument being this. I can see it being a pencil of any type. I can see stuff like that, but really a cord. Unique. I guess you could also fight somebody with that, but she's a healer, so interesting. Yes. With Aisha's pure heart and inherent kindness, this is a power only she can wield. Through that cord, then Aisha herself, electricity goes into the patient, recharging them and healing them. Ah, interesting. So it kind of treats it like a battery. So whenever your phone's low, you plug it in, right? So same thing for Aisha. When your body's health is low or your battery life is low, she plugs into you. So interesting. In that way, she kind of reminds me of Hai. Gosh, the guy who's not, well, no. Hai is, I was really just rereading that. Hai is the demon's name, the possessed doll's name. I believe it's Fu? I believe is the regular dude who makes the contract. But essentially, she uses herself as a conduit, rather than simply transforming her vital instrument and then using that as like the direct plug-in. She uses herself as a medium, which is interesting, because I think the only other person we've seen directly use themselves as a medium for their vital instrument is not even Jabber. What Jabber does is inject himself with his own things from his vital instrument, but that's not using it. Realistically, what he does, or what Fu does with he, in order to turn their body into a vital instrument. In a roundabout way, Aisha's doing the same thing, which is a unique twist on the ability. And I wonder, like, what are the upper limits of this? Because, like, you could damage your phone's battery if you overcharge it or charge it with too much voltage. So I wonder what would happen if Aisha were to, and then just purely jack up the voltage. I wonder what would happen. Fry the body. Let's see. Oh, Rio chilling. Click, click. Ooh. Oh, for a moment I thought she was like developing claws. I was about to say, huh? What is she clicking? Oh, is that part of the cord? Oh, oh. Darn! That is a lot of hair. That is actually an insane amount of hair. Wait, body, please. Don't betray me like this, please. It's still gonna betray me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. That is a crazy amount of hair. But let's see. Even Curl's like, okay, I didn't know it could do. But you know what? I love that. I love when characters who are, for the most part, portrayed as like omniscient or all-knowing, or essentially close enough to that. I love when they're portrayed as like, oh, so these things, because it goes to show they're still fallible, they're still human. If Curl had no reaction, it'd be like, oh, well, I guess he really just is built like that, which works at sometimes. But I think the most interesting part about characters who are all-knowing or ancient or wise is when something that they did not expect surprises them, because it reminds us that innately, no matter how long you live, as long as you have some human traits, you will always be human. Let's see. Nonzeta's like, Rio, I did it. Oh, so that's the sign of it. I mean, I guess normally I do. Let me see. How long is my hair actually? I'm pulling on like, you can't even see. I'm pulling on like a single thread. The hair has gotten longer. It isn't as long as like it once was. I did chop off the top of it. That's why my hair was so short for a little bit. I think I will just keep the little like pseudo mushroom top for now though, just because I think it balances out my head shape better. Because my head shape is like, and then like it blows out to the top. When my hair is super duper short, it kind of just turns straight into an oval. But I guess I never think about it like that, because I've always seen those videos, especially people with long, thin, typically straightened hair. Whenever they put their hands on anything that's like electric or has an electric feel to it, it stands up. So I guess this technically is the sign of complete healing. I wonder why Rio's so shocked. Well, I guess because she's literally shocked. That would make sense. Let's see. Woof! Look at this volume. The operation was a success. Oh, okay, so she's happy. You're perfectly healed. I did it. What a relief. So like, what happens when you fail? That sounds so bad. Who am I sacrificing to see that? I don't know. So I low-key do hope they like capture an enemy, and then like she goes to heal them, and then she fumbles, and then they like detonate. Like I want to see what happens when that fails, because he seems so worried about it possibly failing, and so excited that it did work, as if this is like a gamble every single time she does it. And like, hey, as a Pokemon player who uses Air Slash, I know those 5% miss chances might as well be 50. If it's not 100, it can still miss. Trust me, I know, but interesting. Let's see. I always knew you were amazing, Aisha. I always wondered how. I've always wondered. Does HQ not have anyone to play the straight man? I'd say it's usually Zonka. I'd say it's usually him. Yeah, it's usually him. It's usually him. Because I can't say Santa or Bro Santa. I can't say him or any of the kids' squad. Yeah, it is literally just Zonka most of the time. Let's see. So, Aisha, you convert electricity into life force and send it. Okay, so that's what she uses herself as a conduit. She by transferring electricity into herself, she literally creates life force, as the electricity is using her essentially as a device to produce something else. Like how we use electricity to power, well, let's say for me, for example, I use electricity from the outlet into my ring light in order to produce light. The outlet or the cord that Aisha uses transmits power through her, and then that power comes out as light energy. Interesting. Let's see. So, Aisha, you convert electricity into life force and send it into the injured parts of the body. When it has reached every organ and the patient is completely healed, they end up like that. A successful operation will require medical knowledge and advanced voltage regulation techniques. You're a real artiste, aren't you? Oh, well, my grandma beat all the knowledge into me. I hope she means that in the metaphorical way and not like the actual way, but like, I mean, it's good information to have, I guess. That's real dark though. And it is funny. I do like how that lore keeps getting spent. I thought it was going to be a one-off joke from Gachiakuta, but nope. That old lady, Alice, she's just built like that for real. And had two really useful, really powerful kids. Or grandkids, at least. Their only healer and the person who makes their mask. Really important roles filled by that family. Let's see.
The first medical procedure I ever saw was when Grandma started with a heart attack with a cardiac defibrillator.
Wait, started? I guess to turn it back on, I guess? Okay. Interesting. So even when she was that young, Grandma still looked like this. Man, so she just, maybe, well then again, I know sometimes kids wait a long time to have kids, which sounds crazy, but like kids will get into adulthood and like wait till they're mid-40s or mid-30s, early 40s, and stuff like that to have children. Heck, I know people who are in their like 60s who have kids, so technically I'm not too shocked. And it's impressive that she's still around after all this time. Let's see. What is this? It's not. Let's see.
I was so moved by the idea that electricity could save people.
Oh, started a heart attack with a cardiac. So yeah, just bringing him out of cardiac arrest.
I was so moved by the idea that electricity could save people. I found this cord in the house and used it to copy her all the time. That's right. I underestimated the power.
Wait a minute. I love that you're giving us backstory, Aisha. You're becoming a real proper character. But maybe you shouldn't be giving this info up for free. Here's the information, bro. This is how it happens. This is how Kuro does it. He gets the info out of people and is like, nice. Neat. Thank you. I'll remember this. And someone's gonna buy from it. Like, gosh darn it, Kuro, he's getting free product right now. But darn. Yeah, that is true though. Don't do this. Don't stick a fork into it. Don't do anything. Electricity's real dangerous. Like, no, it is. I'll admit, there are many cases in human history where people just walked off getting hit by lightning. Like, I've seen it on video, too. It's crazy that the body can just sometimes be like, that was light, and then just keep it pushing. The human body's a miraculous thing, but don't push it. Let's see.
I underestimated the true power of electricity. From then on, electricity was a source of trauma for me, and it took some time to conquer that fear. Ironically, that helped me develop a special attachment to this cord. It made me a giver. Basically, having the tiniest mistake regulating the voltage, I risk burning my patient to a crisp. What I do is terrifying.
Oh, there's that negative way of thinking again. But that is true. I mean, that makes sense. So she can legit just fry somebody. I mean, that's healing, but then again, she needs an outlet. She can't just like manifest electricity herself. But still, that's a crazy ability. Like, imagine pulling up on a healer and they literally one-tap you. That I know in like some games that's actually like a thing. Like, I've heard there's like some healers in Overwatch that are just absolutely broken, and there's like the medic from TF2. Like, I know there are some healers that do just like, apparently they can just one-tap you. But like, imagine you break in, you try to kidnap her, but she's like plugged in middle of an operation, and she takes the hands off the patient and then just fries you. That's a healing type, but it's also a very effective offensive power. Ah, okay, she's suiting back up? Yeah.
Okay, all set. Thanks, Aisha. Your hair will go back to normal after a wash.
I mean, it looks mostly normal. Well, I guess not really, but still. All's well that ends well. Takes a load off my shoulders, too.
Thanks for your concern, Mr. Kuro.
Oh, yes, as an apology, you may ask me a question. I'll tell you one thing that you want to know.
Oh!
Kuro! Getting soft? Getting soft? Realistically, the apology was just keeping the promise you made to Rudo. But you say you get real, so you just give it up for free? Kuro, what happened to the business, big dog? Obviously, he's in it for the love of the game, but still interesting. I'm shocked that he's just so willing to be like, yeah, go ahead. You can ask me whatever. I'll tell you whatever. That is crazy. Especially coming specifically for Riyo, someone who is trained in the assassin world, which he likely knows. She can, unlike Rudo, likely ask a very poignant question. A very important one. Let's see. I'll tell you one thing you want to know. He does not look pleased.
Am I imagining it? Or are you awfully soft on the cleaners?
Okay, so at least I'm not the only one who knows, like, whoa, where's your edge going, Carl? But then again, he wasn't really soft. Like, he's acting soft now, but that's after he did risk all y'all lives. He did that. And he baited y'all into an encounter with the Raiders. If Fu was not there, y'all were gone. y'all were getting ganked. So y'all are lucky. You're really, the plot was plotting for y'all. Let's see.
I know you feel guilty, but you're an information broker, aren't you? Don't you think the value of your product will go down if you keep handing it out like that?
Yeah, so she's speaking straight business, straight logic. And I get that. You know, sometimes the brain just goes that way. But at the same time,
Not really.
Information is always valuable. Sure, you can give out a whole bunch of it for free, but there's always a whole bunch more.
Obviously, there are different levels and tiers of information. Like, if someone could just tell you the winning lottery numbers, like, just should tell you what they were, then yeah, that information is going to be a lot more valuable than, like, what I ate for dinner 3 years ago. But still, information is information. Especially considering the scale of information that's being asked. Sure, the choker question was big, but that's it. Carl really hasn't given up much, especially for what he got in return. Let's see.
Don't worry. I just have a little special attachment to the cleaners. That's all.
Okay. So he does have some sort of historic ties with them. Once again, he may have been one of the original founders. You know what this reminded me of? Weird. Especially since I haven't played that game. I have two. I bought two forever ago on a super good discount. I haven't played it yet. But Bravely Default 1. There was Lester De Rosso, and I forget, I think just the High Grandma, whatever his name was. But like, these old beings ended up starting an organization, and then one ended up becoming a headmaster. Sage Yolyana, I think his name was. It was specifically from Clems's Bravely Default review from forever ago. It's great. I was rewatching it recently. I was like, geez, how long ago was that? But then again, Clem streams a lot, and I'm bad. I don't necessarily watch streams as much as I should, because considering how much I itch and scratch for content. Like, when Regular Pat uploaded the other day, I was like, hallelujah! But I always forget he like streams all the time. You know, some people like make content creation like I do, and just do it as consistently as possible because they like to provide it that way. But admittedly, my stuff isn't as heavily edited, so I get why there is large breaks between videos. But at the same time, it hurts. I love it. But it reminds me of Sage Yolyana and Lester De Rosso, two people responsible for making the anti-crystal. Well, these are massive spoilers for Bravely Default. But essentially, two characters in the game make thing real big, organization. Later on, one of them leaves the organization entirely and then leaves it to another person. And thusly, forever, ever after, they have a certain soft spot or affinity for that organization unless they leave it alone. I think that, and in this case, for Kuro, assist it. And wouldn't be shocked if Kuro has direct ties to the origin of the cleaners. Even if he has direct ties to the guy with the eye on the back of his neck, considering we still don't know anything about him. He's very mysterious, the leader of the cleaners. Let's see. I didn't even read it, but from this face alone. Well, whatever. I'll just consider myself lucky.
That's right. You are lucky. Indeed.
Okay, here goes. Why don't you put your fingers in your gloves? I mean, that's a good question for me, but like, I get his reaction. What a wasted question. What a wasted question. Yeah. Why did that? I don't know. I wouldn't. I mean, it would bother me, but I wouldn't waste like my one free question on that. Nah.
Oh, what? That's what you want to know?
Yeah, it's been bugging me.
What a wasted question.
Whoa.
Okay, but Rio, that was like a horrifically wasted question. You should want more for yourself.
Oh, but it's bugging me.
When you're wearing gloves, sometimes you want to pull the fingers off. Just want to pull the fingers off, don't you? That's all it is. Don't waste your chance for valuable information on something so stupid.
It wasn't as significant as I thought. Oh. When you're wearing gloves, sometimes you just want to pull the fingers off? No. I mean, if I'm going out that way to wear gloves, I want to wear the full glove. Like, admittedly, the only time I've gotten the concept for fingerless gloves is when you're weightlifting. And even then, I don't have them. I used to own them when I was going to the gym previously, but I lost them. And now it's hard to tell because they're so baby, but like I can feel them and you can kind of see them. They're there. I'm slowly starting to get the calluses back on my hands. My soft baby artist hands know they're being exposed to the roughness of nature. But yeah, I am slowly but surely getting my calluses back. So no, girl, I don't get that at all. I mean, no, I really don't. But all right.
You want to know anything about your mother?
Whoa, Kuro! Don't be touching nerves out here, dog. Don't be touching nerves out. That's crazy. So Kuro, he had multiple reasons to stick around. Okay, girl. I like you, girl. Please don't disappear from the manga, bro. I love your design. I love your mentality. I love your swagger. But let's see. Is she gonna attack her for that? Let's see. But nobody asked you. Yeah, so she just doesn't want to know. That makes sense. She doesn't want to know. If you're that desperate to tell people stuff, forget about me. Tell Rudo that trash. Tell Ruto what that trash beast at Tori really is. Or maybe tell him your real identity. Got it? Then get lost.
So the blood thickens again. Interesting.
So wait, who Kuro really is? The trash beast that Tori really is.
Wait, what does all that mean? Riyo, what do you know? Wait a minute, I'm so bamboozled.
What?
And he just shrugs it off. I guess whatever. I can see you haven't been healed yet, Riyo.
Yeah, mentally. From that scar? Yeah, that makes sense.
My real identity.
Huh?
I've long forgotten my original form. I've played too many roles. Rudo, if anyone can do it, you can remind me who I really am.
What? Wait.
What? I was just praising the fit.
What? Okay, I have so many. Gosh, I was already blown away
By the fact that we just randomly dropped that Tamsi's the inciting incident of the narrative. Like, okay.
Well, we just got over that. But now, you're telling my glorious, thick, scrumbly-umptious elven king is a shape-shifting man-bird who's played many roles? And for some reason, Riyo knows that? And knows what the trash piece about her. What does all this mean?
Now, extra confused. What? The plot, it won't stop thickening. It's like a possum with the mumps. It's like a jar of peanut butter you left at the bottom of the freezer for 5 years. It's thicker than 50,000 Snickers. What?
Oh, right. Absolutely worthy. What the heck? What? Why is he a bird? Why is he a bird? And there was no one else there to witness what is happening. Okay. I guess he's just magical powers exist in this world. I guess he's just a shapeshifter. I was going for elf. Can elves transform? Fairies can transform. But that's what I'm like, I'm not sure if that's like a thing they do. Is he a fae?
I mean, it will explain the long-livedness, and it will also explain the transformation.
But still, okay. Bird gang. Riyo, what do you know? Riyo, what do you know, huh? What do you know?
Interesting that Rudo's still the key to all that. I mean, he's the main character, but
what? I'm so confused. And I mean, it's nice. It's nice that we spent a good chunk of the chapter explaining Aisha and her abilities. That's nice. That'll be interesting for later. Once again, with the possibility of her being able to fry somebody completely set up, it's very, very likely that we're going to see the application for that later on in the future, which is nice. I do find that interesting. But outside of that, man, this chapter was gas. I mean, it was good for the character interactions. I was happy to see more of Kuro. It's nice to see Aisha arrive. It's nice to see Aisha, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. It's nice to see Riyo fully healed. It's nice to see this, once again, what was already hinted at to be the long-existing dark side of Riyo and a sort of hatred for her prior past that Engine saved her from, but also the depth of her information and her knowledge, and in comparison to Kuro, and obviously the Kuro reveal at the end with my thick, glorious, scrumbly, umptious elven king or fey king turning into a bird. I don't know, but it's gas, so I guess I ain't knocking it. But if you're all the way to the end of this video, please do me a favor and leave Bird Gang again. Leave Bird Gang. Bird Gang in the comment section down below. I do thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do happen to have a Patreon down below. You can support me for as little as $1. I'm on things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. Also, now become a member of the channel for as little as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Those perks will include live reactions to every the series I happen to review, ad-free variations of all my videos, and if you become a $12 patron or a $12 member, you can order whatever video you want. Also, I do have a link to my Ko-Fi in the description down below. You can drop 5 beans for a short video, 25 beans for a long video, or any beans at all. Any support is always greatly appreciated. Now, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. Once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with the Pencil, writing off.
I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members, Zara Greyhound, Eternal Flame, NMA, Real Rare, Red Wolf 4765, Astro, Brandon Payne, G Prosper, and Glacier XZ. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 patrons, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin Encarnacion, Sean, Igneal Lind, and A+A. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $7 members, Fine and Austin Wimberly, A Uchiha, along with Yuki Ally. And I'd like to give a big ol' thank you to our $10 members, Robbie Uchiha, Jay Warrior, and AZ Void. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $10 patrons, Overlord Zero, Joaquin Munoz, and Idem Okami. And I'd like to give a final, giga, legendary, superhuman, beyond the bounds of reality thank you to our That Guy with a Pencil tier patron. Okay. Calvin Elder.